I'm Zachary Cartwright. This is Water in Food.
The drying is the most difficult and critical step to control in the pasta production process. Water activity is our CCP, critical control point, and moisture is a critical quality point. We need to make a food safety culture.
Water has been called the luck of the planet by Daniel Boorstin, and its impact and significance are evident everywhere in the foods that we eat. Every year, billions of dollars are spent by food manufacturers to move water in and out of food products. As a food scientist, I am on a mission to understand how this can be done better. Today, I'm joined by Mohammad Hossain, the Director of Food Safety, Quality, and Compliance at Virginia Park Foods, based in California. Virginia Park Foods manufactures gluten-free certified pastas. In this episode, Mohammad talks about oven drying, moisture content, water activity, and his hopes of building a culture of food safety. Let's hear what he has to say on water in food. All right, welcome to Water in Food. We're excited to have Mohammad today from Virginia Park Foods. Hi, Mohammad, thank you for being a guest. Why don't you say hello and tell us who you are and who you're working with?
Hello, hi. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to join the podcast. My name is Mohammad Hossain. I work for Virginia Park Foods. Actually, it's a part of the Banza LLC, and I am the Director of Food Safety, Quality, and Compliance. And I have been in this industry almost 12 years, in food industry, and I started this company in 2018. I completed my food science from London South Bank University in UK, and I did my BSc in agriculture from Bangladesh actually. And I did a lot of professional courses like HACCP, PCQI, food microbiology, and yeah.
How did you get interested in the food industry? When did you decide that was the career path that you wanted to take?
Actually, I'm a foodie. I love food. So when I was in the UK, and I was thinking to do some courses, and actually I took admission in post-harvest technology as horticulture actually. But later I thought, no, it's better to go like food industry. And somehow I changed my mind and took admission actually MSc in food safety and control. Yeah.
And you said you're a foodie. What are some of your favorite foods or your favorite meals?
I am from Bangladesh, so people say Indian food. Actually, like it's North Indian and Bangladeshi food is almost same. So I can cook so many good dishes, and I can cook also some different countries' food actually. So I love to eat food. I love to cook. Yeah, and I also cook sometimes in my company in here. And when I used to be working in HelloFresh as a food safety manager, that time we had a kitchen, and I cook food sometimes.
What was your role at HelloFresh? What did you do there?
I was a food safety manager in Richmond, San Francisco.
And now you're the Director of Food Safety, Quality, and Compliance at Virginia Park Foods.
Yeah, you're right.
And what's your favorite part of your job now?
I mean, this is, to be honest with you, this is my really interesting area. I watch webinar, I go to the IFSQN, I always see the FDA website. So I make these companies all, we are SQF Food Safety and Quality Certified. So, we had an audit, we scored 98% as excellent. And I make all their program like SOPs, SSOPs. I also charge in the sanitation actually. And like some lab procedures, preventive control plan. So everything actually I wrote. All the company policy procedures and the safety and quality. And the quality is always a continuous process. it never ends. So and rules also changing. So you need to cope with the what other industrial, similar industry, what they are doing, what the
Mhm.
government changing. So
Mhm.
yeah, it never
Yes.
ends.
Yeah, it seems like you always have to be on your toes and ready for changes, whether they're, new rules or regulations. You always have
Yeah,
to be on top of everything. What,
yeah, like
oh,
like
go
like
ahead.
like like SQF, like there was a edition 8.1, now SQF has a edition 9, so you need to change everything. So
Mhm.
always changing happening.
Mhm. What would you say is the most challenging part of your role?
Challenging. uh, Actually, this company is new. When I started, the company was not policy. There are some SOPs,
Mhm.
and yeah, and I wrote all the programs, and it's not like the programs. You need to make a food safety culture. So it's not hard to write all the program, has a plan. People like me experienced, but to
Mhm.
uh, actually the food safety culture, you know.
Mhm.
So that is the most challenging part, because people from different culture, they have some different practices. You need to comply with the food safety culture, and as your standard, whatever you say, you have to do it.
Mhm.
So that was, I can say, some challenging, because people, they react different way. Like you are doing something maybe different way, and someone suddenly change it. You don't like to do change. So sometimes you need to be very diplomatic. You need to know. And sometimes it's also come from the management level.
Mhm.
So it's not that easy sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to please everybody, but
Yeah, yeah,
that's
you're right.
that's why they hired you, Mohammed. You're good at it.
No, I have the full support. Actually,
Mhm.
our brand is Banza,
Mhm.
so they are doing a lot of research actually with the Cornell, also like in California, UC Davis most probably.
Mhm.
So they spend good amount of money actually. I mean, because they want to make this brand, and I think we are the fast, rapid growing brands, Banza.
Mhm. And what are some of the challenges that you face that are related to water activity and moisture content? Why are those things important to your products and your process?
Yeah, that's actually very important. Like we test water activity, also take moisture,
Mhm.
and moisture is like the water content, as all we know, and in simple, and the water activity is like the water, free water, you know, and
Mhm.
and it has the critical role actually. So we check the moisture from different locations like press, pre-dryer, and dryer, and we check the water activity from final stage actually after drying, and water activity is our CCP, critical control point,
Mhm.
and moisture is a critical quality point. So pasta is like pasta is a process like extruding way, and you can see like we are running super fast. So our moisture level is like 12%
Mhm.
finished product moisture, and every stage there is a range. Like in press, there is some particular range. Pre-dryer, there is a range, and after dryer, that is the final product actually. So that shouldn't be more than 12%, and
Mhm.
water activity is 0.60. So uh, you know if we so we need to monitor it all the time. So we are monitoring to previous every 2 hours, but the problem is like we are using the OHAS meter, so it takes to give you reading like 15 to 20 minutes.
Mhm.
So if your moisture is a high, if your moisture is really high, then it's out of a specification. So I mean So like within 15 minutes, you are passing lots of product. So
Hmm.
that's why it's for us, it's always better to monitor the moisture even every 30 minutes or like every 45 minutes. Uh, you know, so
Hmm.
the way we don't have that much wastage product. We know the parameter like a settings point. If you pass through that setting point, there is a high probability you can get that um, specification moisture and water activity. But still, if we monitor frequently, that's really good for us. Otherwise, the way we can comply with our specification, product specification.
Are you monitoring water more frequently now? Is this something that you've increased recently? And how are you setting your parameters? How do you set your critical points, and how do you know what those limits are?
Uh, for moisture, like especially if you go to the other pasta like Barilla, and also if you use industrial practice, so their range is like 12.5 to 13%. So maximum is like I'm talking about the finished product,
Hmm.
13% maximum moisture level. But our specification is like 12%. And water activity, our is 0.60 because if your water activity is like 0.60 or below, there is no microbial proliferation.
Hmm.
So that is a CCP. That's why,
I see.
and so that is the reason like the moisture is like that level, like that. So industrial practice is like 12.5 to 13%, but
Hmm.
we are the below than that, like 12%. So we make the specification based on the industrial practice, also the some scientific literature.
And what types of products are you making? Are you making a wide range of different types of pasta? Do you only make gluten-free pasta? What is the focus
Uh,
for
we are
you?
we are dedicated to gluten-free facility.
Hmm.
So our main raw material is a chickpea flour, the
Hmm.
power of chickpea. So uh, we don't use like wheat flour and any gluten content. We don't use that, and we are GFC certified. So you know the I think the USA 21 CFR 101.9 most probably. If you declare as a gluten free, it should be like your product should be like less than 20 ppm gluten. But
Hmm.
GFC standard is like 10 or less than 10 ppm.
Hmm.
So they are very stringent. So we are GFC certified. Yeah, we are gluten free certified, and we make like long goods. Short long goods means like spaghetti, angel hair, linguine. Short good is like rotini, rigatoni.
Hmm.
Uh, there are wheel, also shells, elbows, gemili. There are a lot of different shapes actually, and
Yeah.
we also make the rice. That is actually chickpea rice.
Hmm.
You can see like garlic rice, ginger rice, flavor rice, also like plain chickpea rice. So main ingredient 90% is like chickpea.
Hmm. And out of all of these products that you just listed, which of these products are your favorite, or at least your favorite to work on?
Uh, I love mac and cheese and roti.
Who who doesn't? And as far as 2021 goes, what goals do you have? Maybe your personal goals at work, and also your company's goals. Is there anything that you are working towards?
Yeah, if you ask my personal goal, obviously, like I want to go for some more training, and actually, that always I try to, and I have to learn maybe Spanish as well. That I'm trying, and like I go to the IFSQ and also like, is there any new course materials? I think I need to know, I need to learn.
Hmm.
I'll go for that. And the company goal is like company is growing, so the production will be like more than double next year.
Mhm.
And like currently, we are checking moisture and water activity like 2 hours every. And as you said, we got the Aqualab 3. So I'm planning to make it from next year every hour,
Mhm.
so that we can closely monitor moisture and water activity, and is anything is like out of a specification, we can catch it instantly.
Mhm.
So that will most probably give us less shrink, less wastage of the product, and more quality product.
Mhm.
And like our QC, all our QC basically is HACCP certified from NC State University, also Cornell. They did GMP courses. So I think you can find the rare company, even the bigger company, uh, they have all the QC. They are GMP certified, like from third party, as well the HACCP certified. So I provide that.
Mhm.
Everybody training from the third party. So, and my senior management is open for training. Actually, like he said, Mohammed, it's up to you. So don't worry about that. How much money it takes, if you want to give them training, give
Mhm.
them training. And also want to provide someone PCQI training. Right now, I am the only one person PCQI. So uh, maybe 1 or 2 person I'll send the training next year. And we are planning to also do more analytical testing,
Mhm.
like the maybe fat analysis, ash analysis. Right now, we are checking gluten, we are checking moisture, we are checking water activity. But slowly, maybe we are planning to do some more analytical testing. That might be happen next year. And also, we are planning, though we have a like approved supplier list, and I am also planning to check allergen for this, like maybe randomly. So we are going to buy the test kit. Now, sometimes I send to the third party lab uh, just to for verification purpose. Those supplier, they're great actually, no complaint. But even we got 1 or 2 when QC tested, they found gluten and we rejected the batch. So
Mhm.
we are going to do the more robust next year. Yeah, there is a lot of other plans. Most probably now I can't remember.
Lots of goals. It's good to have lots of goals, though. And I want to come back to something that you said. You said that you're using an Aqualab 3. This is a total moisture analyzer that can give you water activity and moisture content in 1 minute. So it's very fast. It's designed to be used in process. What type of value is that going to add to your team to be able to get such a quick reading and then be able to adjust your machine settings so that you can avoid, I think you said shrink of your pasta.
Yeah,
So what kind of value is that to you? How often do you see shrink now, or do you have problems that are related to water? And how does having a faster measurement help you?
the drying is the most difficult and critical step to control in the pasta production process.
Hmm.
The objective of drying is to lower the moisture content of the pasta from approximately 31% to 12 to 13%. Like we do
Hmm.
12%, some company they do 13%. So that the finished product will be hard, retain its shape, and store without spoiling. And our drying operation use a preliminary dryer immediately after the extrusion to prevent the pasta from sticking together.
Hmm.
And pre-drying hardens the outside surface of the pasta while keeping the inside soft and plastic. So it also use the final dryer actually. So we have like a press, pre-dryer, and dryer. And so we have like 3 steps. So uh, why it is very important, like, so we have a certain range based on the line. We have a total 4 production line right now. So per line, the pre-dryer, some line pre-dryer moisture range is like 15 to 20%. Some is like uh, 17 to 22%. So we have a range of the moisture, and final product moisture range is like 12% or below. So when we see, suppose pre-dryer moisture comes higher, all right. So obviously there is a high chance that final dryer, after dryer, the moisture will be higher than 12%. So the way, when you know that, they can decrease the humidity. And you know, you control the moisture based on the temperature and humidity. So the way, if your final product moisture is higher than 12%, so we need to decrease the humidity of the pre-dryer and dryer. So when you frequently monitor, when you frequently check, you can talk your press operator and change the settings immediately. So the way you are not going the bad product. Right now we are getting some like shrink. I'm not sure like shrink percentage. So you know, because when you do the monitor every 2 hours, in the meantime you are is any things happen wrong, so you are already so much bad product already came out.
Right.
So that product you need to do the regrind, or you need to pass through again. You know, I mean, it's all money. So when you frequently check like every hour or every 30 minutes, so if anything comes lower or upper, and you know, sometimes the moisture comes lower, so we don't like the lower moisture, because that's the quality of the product, you know. So the pasta will be broken when they cook, you know, after certain times. Uh, so we can communicate with the press operator instantly, and he can change the settings. So you know, I mean, the shrink and wastage, everything will be low in that case. Because when you, it's very simple. When you monitor more, you know, you get a quality product.
What I'm hearing from you, Mohammed, is that by having these faster measurements, it equals not only quality, but it equals money. Because, like you said, if you're going for 2 hours and you aren't monitoring your water, and you aren't monitoring your water, you can have a lot of product that is outside of your spec, or that is not meeting your qualifications. So I'll be interested to check in with you and understand, you know, how those additional measurements are helping you and your team. So final question, Mohammed, I'm just curious to know what you are looking forward to next year. Is there anything specific, even outside of work or outside of pasta? What is something that you're looking forward to?
Is hot I am look. Yeah, maybe that I said earlier, like next year, like we are planning to buy some more laboratory equipments. Anyway, Aqualab is really great, and we'll look for some more equipments. You know, like to, so the way we can do in-house testing, rather than to send the third party.
Yes.
So like that I said, like the fat analysis, the ash analysis, and so, and more than that actually, you know, like because our brand is growing, we are growing rapidly. Even we use also 3 or 4 co-manufacturer, co-packer to pack our product, and obviously we want like a higher quality, so that we can do the in-house monitoring of the quality rather than to send to the third party. Yeah, that's actually is my plan. Our plan, actually, my plan, actually. Sorry.
Well, you must be a real scientist, Mohammed, because if the number one thing you're looking forward to is new lab equipment, then but I love the dedication. So you did mention mac and cheese earlier. I'm going to send you a recipe, Mohammed. It requires Cougar Gold from Washington State University, and also some green chilies from Hatch, New Mexico. So I'm going to send you a recipe, but that means you need to send me some pasta, okay?
Sure. Just to let you know, just to confirm one thing, like mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
We don't make any cheese in here.
Right, right.
We purchase cheese from the outside
Mm-hmm.
in the pouch, and we insert from box to pack.
I see. Well, Mohammad, we just want to say thank you. We've enjoyed having you as a guest here on Water and Food. And I would love to catch up with you and understand where your process is at later in 2021 and see if you're hitting your goals. So thank you again for being a guest today.
And we'll keep in touch. So hopefully we will work together.
Definitely.
Yeah, you are welcome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Well, thanks, Mohammad. I'm Zachary Cartwright. This is Water and Food. Find this podcast on Apple iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.